welcome to the stage, all the way from England, Mr. Russell Howard!
You are such a friendly bunch, waving at me. Bit much in Tauranga. I was in Tauranga. And a bloke reversed his truck and went, "Mate, you're my wife's weird crush." He then narrowed his eyes and went, "What do you reckon?" I'm doing a show. Imagine that on the documentary. They say Kiwis are friendly, and it's hard to disagree.
You're probably wondering, how are you on stage in front of thousands of people without being arrested as a super spreader? Well, New Zealand and Australia are COVID-free, which means after 2 weeks in hotel quarantine, I was unleashed in front of people, actual people, stepping into a future we're all craving. And now I'm writing a brand new show about my reconnection with humanity. So far, I'd hung out with Kiwi actor Sam Neill, who named his dog after a vagina.
Chuff, come here! Chuff!
Got friendly with the locals.
We've been convenient to kick his head in.
And made a tit out of myself.
I'm trying to do it, it's just so cold!
But now, I'm going to delve deeper into what makes this place so unique. And the people so special. This is me, and this is the Kiwi film crew guiding me throughout this magical country. And I'll tell you what, it's fascinating what draws your eye.
What a country! We passed a sign on the way in that said Monsoon Poon. I thought it was a new song by Cardi B. Oh no, it's a restaurant. See, where I'm from, that is a specific porn search, isn't it? Do I like my poon? I like it wet. I like it dangerously wet. I like my poon in peril.
Perched in the southwestern Pacific Ocean, New Zealanders have had to be a practical bunch, and they're known for their have-a-go approach to life.
So, I've heard about the Kiwi ingenuity. What does that mean?
Well, it's like we're a bit like resourceful.
Yeah.
You know, if there's something wrong, we'll try and have a wang. Have a wang.
Giving something a wang means a very different thing in the UK.
Or here it means like just giving it a go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, do it yourself vibe. It means kind of something different now, because like we've got like repair shops and like spare parts and things.
Yeah.
But now Kiwi ingenuity is kind of like, how do you get drunk the fastest?
Right.
You know, so it's like, you tape a couple of wine bottles to your hand. That's Kiwi ingenuity.
You are inventive alcoholics. What we could do is, oh no, gaffer tape 2 cider bottles to our hands. What are you doing that for? Kiwi ingenuity, mate.
That kind of vibe.
I see.
Have them in the shower.
Yeah, have them in the shower, save time. It's
What,
hot.
drink in the shower?
Yeah, it's like the steam dehydrates you, and then if you drink in the shower, you know, it's like 2 standards instead of 1.
Wow. That's a severe drinking problem, Jess. If you're trying to get shit-faced whilst washing.
I use soap, not whiskey. Time to learn more from the drinking experts, students.
So I'm basically going to be living the life of Kiwi students for a day.
Yeah, just to kind of get you in the zone, teach you, basically give you that kind of hands-on New Zealand Kiwi experience.
Can I stop you just there? I'm 40 years old. It's going to look creepy, man.
I've got 40-odd friends.
I'm so nervous. There's something terrifying about meeting young people. Hello, mate.
Hey, bro. How are you?
I'm very well. Nice to meet you. I'm Ross.
Harry.
Hey, that's
Good
a
to
good
see you.
handshake, man. Can I come in?
Yeah, totally.
Lovely
Let's
stuff.
get amongst. Hey, Giff. Wanna meet Russell?
Hello. Hello,
J-Mo,
hello.
Ethan. This is where the most of our real estate in this flat.
Look at that.
It's taken up by the stairs that go downstairs that no one uses.
Well, everything about that screams dungeon.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Take the trip down?
Are you familiar with the fritzels? Hello. Hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Just,
Get into the country.
it's a very good question. We applied to the government. Basically, we already had some gigs, and then Jacinda signed us off, so we're in the hotel.
Shout out Auntie Cindy!
See, that's so weird, isn't it? But so cool.
We love
that
our
you,
Prime Minister.
that everyone, you love your
Yeah,
Prime
love
Minister.
it, love
it's
it,
so
love it.
fascinating.
Boris Johnson.
But that's what I mean. It's like, but you live in a country where I literally mentioned Jacinda's name and you went, "Hey!" Magnificent. Right, can I join in? Can I have a bit of?
Yeah, totally. The beer's around the back.
A question I've got to ask you is about like the sort of drinking culture because Jess, who works on our show, was telling me about a thing called a bird bath.
Russell, would you like to take part?
Yeah.
But what is it?
It's where you pull out the skin of the nutsack and then put some alcohol in there and someone will drink it.
Yeah.
Come in like a bird.
I guess the obvious question: what's wrong with cups?
New Zealand is trying to use less plastic. So
Oh, nice. Fucking hell.
There we go, Alan.
So you like, in many ways, you're like a testicular Greta Thunberg.
Yeah.
I'm trying to save the Earth. Thank you, officer. Has anyone ever done that?
I have to say I haven't done one myself.
Have you? Were you the bartender or were you
Mate,
ordering?
I fully drank out of the sack.
Do you want a bird? That's not a bird bath, mate. That's how you get Springwatch cancelled. My favourite is possums. I love that. Do you know what a possum is? It's like, you get a couple of beers, you climb a tree, and if you fall out, you're a possum. Your wildlife must be baffled. You know, what the hell's that bloke doing to his ball bear?
So what we're going to do now, me and my student friends, I'm going to go and play golf with them. So we're going to drink and play crazy golf in a place called Holy Moly. Pretty cool. We need to find these students quick before one of them does a shit in a hole. Come on. And what are you doing at uni?
Engineering.
Oh, nice.
Structural engineering.
What are you all doing at uni? What's the...
I do law and arts conjoint.
Law and arts?
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. So the plan is to be a lawyer?
Oh, no.
So how come you're doing law?
I want to do like constitutional reform here. Yeah, New Zealand's one of 2 countries without a constitution, so like it'd be cool to make one, I think.
That would be a wildly exciting thing to do, though, to draw up like the constitution.
Well, just like some foundational documents that are a bit stronger, you know.
Right, let's do it.
From constitutional reform to a mini golf montage. Followed by pizza, but I've got concerns.
So how do you eat these? Do you rub these on your nuts? Or do you eat them with the face?
However you want to.
You up for a bird bath?
Absolutely.
I was up for chatting about politics, but then this bloke started drinking from the table like a dog. He did inspire me, though. I'm going to try out the possum.
It's just not as good as a pub. How am I going to get down?
Drinking in a tree wasn't my only outdoor experience on this trip, because aside from boozing, a favourite Kiwi pastime is driving 4x4 trucks through their fabulous countryside. I've come to Wood Hill Forest on the west coast of the North Island to meet Richard Steck, a bloke who turns ordinary cars into off-road monsters.
Richard, I'm Russell.
Russell, nice to meet you. Yeah.
So what are we going to do here? Just
Well,
walk around and admire the majesty of the area?
I know you'd love to, but here in New Zealand we like to get down and dirty and get some forward driving.
So we're going to go in that. What is that contraption?
We call it Mr. Plough.
Mr. Plough.
Yeah.
And how long did it take you to make that?
Not too long, probably 6 months to a year to make it look the way it looks.
So it's a bit like sort of like the A-Team.
Yeah. Welcome aboard, Russell.
Thank you very much. Just gotta hold on to that.
Yeah, the Jesus handle here.
Lovely.
That's generally the best way of saving yourself.
Yep, there doesn't appear to be a...
An airbag.
An airbag.
I'll put some rags there just in case.
Yep.
Why have an airbag when you can have old pants?
I met a bloke that drove trucks and crashes them into puddles. I've never met anyone happier.
So here we got Mr. Plough. Anything in our path, we can plough out of the way.
Genuinely, he was exhilarated. He's like, yeah, we're going to get in the truck, and then we're going to put that truck in a puddle.
It's good for the skin. People pay for that sort of thing. Yeah.
Nice.
It's amazing to be around somebody that passionate.
It's fucking stuck, isn't it? How are we going to get that out?
You know, when you were a kid, you saw a puddle, and you're like, I'm jumping in there. You're just in your little wellies, and you're like, puddle over there, Mum, drag me towards it. And then you jump in that motherfucker. Puddle time! Yeah, this is before Peppa Pig made it corporate. Then you got to about 5 and you're like, my puddle days are beyond me. And this bloke, the passion never died. 1, 2, 3. Woohoo!
I look like I've witnessed a particularly graphic porno.
I think that's from the last guy, Russell.
Holy shit! Is that all that's left of it? It's a bit like, you know, when you do a roller coaster, you don't enjoy it, you enjoy it afterwards. But at the moment, you're screaming and you're like, let me get out, I'm gonna fucking kill you, stuff like that. But he was having the time of his life. Yeah. So I felt like a really happy hostage.
We've got time for another go.
Nah. So, I met drunk Kiwis and crazy Kiwis. Next up, funny Kiwis. And Kiwis who can give a sheep a Brazilian quicker than you can say bird bath.
Whoa, mother of Christ!
So here we are in Wellington. It's a brilliant city, and today I'm going to be shown around that city by the comedian Ursula Carlson, who is really funny and really lovely. I'm properly excited. This isn't really going to be a filming day. This is just going to be a laugh.
I'm here with the magnificent Ursula Carlson. Have you been filmed in the back of a car before?
I have actually, and in the front. Mate, I've been all over cars. I'm basically a mechanic.
So you know when you're driving and the couple in the car behind you is having an argument, and you know they're having an argument, there's no way you can miss it because he's got his it's too hot in the sauna face on that. And she looks like a fox terrier eating peanut butter.
So why have you brought me here?
Well, it's Mount Vic. It's the lookout. You can see all of Wellington.
Yeah.
And I'll show you because there's a very special place here.
Wow. What could this special place be?
This
Yeah.
is where one morning these students ran expecting this is how they're going to start their day.
Drink it in.
And then this whole thing was just covered in cooked spaghetti.
So, I mean, that's a lot of spaghetti.
It's a lot of spaghetti, but bigger than that, how are you getting it up here?
Now, I guess the obvious question straight away is,
Yeah.
how do you know about this?
It's in the paper, mate. Because...
It was in...
Yeah.
So it was in the paper?
Yeah.
And she said, mate, the police got involved. The police? How? Just going door to door, just checking everyone's saucepans for pasta fuzz, just to see if they've recently cooked any pasta.
Resources well spent.
For kind of...
Council was going, how can we trace the spaghetti?
What was it? What are we dealing with?
Not fast cooked, not angel hair, straight up, just straight spaghetti.
And it made the news.
And it was al dente, it was perfectly cooked.
Why, were people eating it?
No, but I could tell. I've got an eye for it.
Right.
Call me an enthusiast.
Yes. I mean, it sort of adds to the fact that this is a very gentle country, doesn't it?
I mean, it's not one of the worst stories we've heard. We ran out of Marmite a few years ago.
Shit, me, really?
Yeah.
What are we dealing with there?
15 weeks. It was in the paper.
What was the headline? Marmageddon. What a country. You know you live in paradise when running out of spread is a problem. They're amazing, your papers. You're flicking through it. Front page of the New Zealand Herald the other day. Wind returns to Wellington. Front page. It's a picture of 5 women making their way through a gust. Some journalist took a photo of them. They're just enjoying the fucking windy out, and some bloke's like, quick, I've got a scoop.
When you've been locked away from people, you forget how joyous it is just talking bollocks.
Have you bungee jumped?
Hell no. I do like taking risks. I like that thrill of the, could I die here?
Yes.
But that's why I pick up hitchhikers.
Or practicing martial arts.
Medic!
Or bragging about home.
Bristol has the best named kebab shop in the world.
Which is?
It's called Jason's Donovan.
Ursula had one final treat in store for me, an iconic sculpture that's the jewel in Wellington's cultural crown.
This feels like a very English touristy thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? This is the exact kind of weather you should have. There isn't anything more to look at.
Yeah. Just keeps dripping.
No, you can see my nipples are already out.
Mine too.
It's pissing down, mate.
Okay, fine.
Come on, let's go.
Fine. You want to hold hands or?
Yeah, let's hold hands.
Why add water to a place that rains all the time?
I like the fact that your spirit's soar despite the fact this place is sodden. I love it. So rainy.
Real air of waterproof clan leader. It's got a real, I really hate minorities, but I don't want to get wet.
Out the corner of my eye, our sound guy, Cam, pulled out a condom.
You've just got a condom out?
Yeah. And I was like, mate, I respect you, but I don't want no trouble.
What is that?
Just for the rain. Waterproof my gear for the rain. Trick is to use unlubricated ones, dry ones.
Right.
Otherwise you just get lube all over your gear.
Okay, so have you got those?
I tried a few sex shops first up.
Yeah.
Asking for them, but no one would stock them.
Can you imagine a more baffling conversation for the person that works at that sex shop, just to see this big bloke wandering and go, hello, I need 300 dry condoms.
And then so I found some on eBay and imported like 200 of them.
You're importing dry condoms?
Yeah.
It's the little things that make this country different. You've ripped that.
Oh no.
That's madness.
That's
you're gonna get your camera pregnant, man.
Oh, is that Kiwi ingenuity?
Did you know there are 5.2 sheep for every person in New Zealand? That's 26 million sheep. Counting them must have been tricky. 1, 2, 3. They don't find it boring. Sheep shearing is a national sport.
Under the front leg and away down the last side he paws, so not much in it now.
The people that can do it well are absolute megastars. For decades, this sport was dominated by men, but now a handful of skillful women have joined the ranks, and I'm meeting the best of them.
Pagan's on her last sheep. She's made the senior final at the World Championships.
Pagan Correa.
Nice to meet you, I'm Russell.
Pagan.
I feel like I'm meeting sheep shearing royalty. Feel like a megastar here.
Megastar, maybe.
She might be the Beyonce of sheep shearing, but like most Kiwis, she's incredibly down to earth.
Have you ever been injured by a sheep?
Many times. I dragged a ram out one day, and as I closed the door to lock it, I didn't quite lock it right. He charged the door. The door flung into my head and knocked me out.
Is that going to happen to me?
No, absolutely not. We've just got safe shearing young two-tooth sheep.
Lovely. Should we go see him?
Yep.
Whoa, mother of Christ! Imagine if that hit you in the face, pagan.
I've seen a sheep jump through a window before.
Have you?
Yeah. Here we go.
Well done.
Nearly got them all in.
Well done.
You all right?
Yeah, absolutely fine. Time of my life.
Just let him relax a bit and then we just walk him out.
Whoa. It's like you're bringing somebody out of a nightclub. It was incredible. She dragged the sheep, she got him, she dragged him in like a bouncer pulling a piss bloke out. No, it was the same eyes.
Probably deserved it, probably deserved it.
The sheep looks like he's really enjoying it.
Yeah.
She did it with the skill. You know when you see somebody make a really good cocktail and fucking... She was like... And you can see the sheep was like, yeah, that's it, yeah. Thank you. And then he just wandered out like that, like my new do.
Good, hey.
And away. You don't really have time to pull out the mirror and sort of... So do you like that? Do you know what I mean? They're gone.
They're gone. Do you want to have a go?
I'm not going to hurt her.
No. You put your hand here first.
My hand there?
Yeah. I'll help you control it.
Yeah.
So better to have loose hand.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay, so come down on the skin. You think? Clear under
This
here.
feels a bit like, you know that scene in Ghost when Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore are making the... Whoa, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Okay. Oh, much better. Yeah. I'll get under here for you.
I tried doing the sheep shear. I'm not very good at it. Do you know what I mean? I was like, I don't want to hurt him. She's had this horrible image, you know, I'm doing my best, I'm in the country, and you know that's going to be front page of the paper, Howard kills sheep. If you could shave any beast, what would it be? And in my head, I'm going, oh, here we go. Bigfoot, woolly mammoth.
Maybe a cat.
Cat. That would be an impossible task, wouldn't it? Come here. Fuck you! That's why there'll never be a feline Crofts. They're not an obedient creature, are they? Come on, Mitzi, jump through the hoop. Fuck off, Brian. Lovely to meet you.
You too.
Brilliant day.
My quest to get to know the Kiwis continues, and as the old saying goes, you can't really understand a country until you've met their first transgender mayor.
Well, I think I might vote for that Georgina Meyer this time, because she's a damn good chap.
And let yourself down playing football.
Yes, they are struggling.
I was just thinking, do you know what's really fascinating about here? There's like a real kindness coursing through this country. I know this sounds wanky, but it feels like they're like one big family.
Oh my God! What a country. See, even that's unique. Like, I've travelled the world doing stand-up. Normally you go, oh, it's good around here. People go, fuck off. Don't take the piss. Whereas you lot are like, it is, it's magnificent. Things are going very well.
It's a really progressive place, the first country to give women the vote, the first in Oceania to legalise same-sex marriage, and it's home to 213 different ethnic groups. Someone who epitomises inclusivity is Georgina Meyer, a former sex worker and cabaret singer who was the first transgender MP.
I was quoted once as saying that this was the stallion that became a gelding and now she's a mare. I suppose I do have to I do have to say that I've now found myself to be a member. And
Well, let's talk specifically about your journey, because you're the, am I right in saying you were the world's first
ever trans mayor. Is that correct?
I'm the world's first transsexual to be elected a mayor, and then subsequent to mayoralty was to become a member of parliament. And I was elected in a rural, conservative, somewhat redneck seat.
Wow.
So it wasn't as if I was, you know, elected in some liberal part of a metropolitan area or something like that. And I think the story really should be less about me as a candidate who happens to be transsexual, more about the people who voted me into office on both counts. To sum it up, one constituent said, oh, I think I might vote for that Georgina buyer this time because she's a damn good chap. I guess what I'm trying to say is they put aside the superficial rah-rah about me and looked at the substance of the person, and that's what's valuable.
What strikes me as a foreigner being here, it feels like there's a real inclusivity.
I think some of our inclusion and diversity has really only come to the fore in recent decades. When settlers first came to New Zealand, I think they didn't like the class system of Britain particularly. So they came here with that in mind, that there's more of an equality here.
Why do you think there is a togetherness in this country? Why is it that you pull together as a family of 5 million, to quote Jacinda?
We're a country that appreciates fairness for all people, really. But I think other countries take a look at how we deal with our race relations in this country. We have come through a difficult but very productive time in more recent years, certainly from the 1990s when we started to address treaty settlements for the wrongs done from colonisation. I think that gives an indication of that New Zealand's not afraid to have the tough argument.
Absolutely. Yeah, you've put that very elegantly.
The conversations around race in this country are kind of inspiring the world over, because like, you look at America, like Trump cared more about a man that took a knee than a man that was killed by a knee. And that's fucked. And look at Boris. Boris, in the middle of a pandemic, Boris Johnson was arguing about whether or not we should sing Rule Britannia and Land of Hope and Glory. There were pressing issues. Land of Hope. Rule Britannia is such a stupid song. It was written in 1740. We're not called Britannia. We don't rule the waves. Sharks rule the wave. The moon rules the waves. Why don't we sing about something that connects us? You know, land of Attenborough and Stormzy, the NHS and tea. Derek Trotter and Rodney and Chicken Jalfrezes. That'll be interesting.
Back on the road, and as we travel through this majestic country, it's funny what draws your eye.
Oh, look at that restaurant there. For all your home kill requirements. I mean...
That's what it's called here, when you have your own, like,
you got
cows
sheep?
or sheep. It's called home kill.
Home kill?
Yeah, it's pretty barbaric, isn't it?
How do they answer the phone? Home kill requirements. No, we don't do cats, sir.
Huge news. I'm playing football. I haven't played football for a year, and today I'm playing football with a load of Auckland-based comedians. What if I've forgotten how to play?
That's another thing you can't do in the UK. It's so lovely to be able to play football again. Football's in my bones, man. It makes me feel... I know it's not your sport. You know, your sport is rugby, but I don't play rugby because of this.
This is really exciting. We're about to play football. Look at that.
When's the last time you played?
I haven't played football for, I would say, over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're slowing us down here.
Well, we're trying to make something for TV.
Very well, that's not an excuse. Does Liverpool say slow down because we're filming a TV show? Nice to meet you, Russell. I'm Guy. Welcome to New Zealand. Welcome to the Yoga Bonita, capital of the world.
Thank you.
This is something we specialise in this country. We're going to be... you're going to see some pretty impressive soccer skills here today.
Nice, man, yeah.
Bring it in, everyone. Bring it in. Let's go. Let's go. Stop pissing around. Russell's already slowed us down. All right, we're going to split into two teams.
I'm really not happy with it. You've attacked me twice now.
Let's do it. Here we go.
There we go.
Playing football is one of the most in the moment. I love that. I can't, you know, those books, enjoy every sandwich. It's a fucking sandwich. I can't be in the now, but there's something about having the ball at my feet and seeing defenders everywhere and knowing that I'm here. And I'm like, well, he's going there, he's peeling off, that's where it's going.
Yes, they are struggling. They are struggling.
That's the most in the moment I've felt, second to I had a prostate examination. And I tell you what, if you really want to be in the moment, just have someone pop a thing, because you're not thinking about anything. You're not thinking about your shopping, you're not thinking about films you enjoy, you're like, I am in the now. Man in me, man in me. What it must feel like to play football and somebody just wander along and it must just be like supersonic. You probably see God.
I got ball. You're not going nowhere. Oh, shit. Hey, that was targeted. Shut down Russ. Shut him down. Nothing easy. 2-foot him. Sorry, too far.
I feel like the air is different here because that's what's known in the game as, do you have this phrase, blowing out of your arsehole?
How you feeling? You're naked already.
I scored a goal like that. Comes towards me, I drop a shoulder, I bounce him, I slam it bottom right, that's what I do. But because I haven't scored a goal for a year, even though I'm 40 years old, I went like this. And I was completely on my own. Like, you know, that's when you know you're a dick, when you score a goal and nobody celebrates with you.
But look at this cat, he's wearing fucking shades, man.
Joel. I've travelled the world playing football. I've never seen a man score a goal wearing shades.
Don't take him off. Oh, hello. Nice. It gets even better. That's what's known in the game as a nerd striptease. Do you lot play every week?
Every Saturday. And as you can tell, we're perfecting our skills, getting ready for the next World Cup.
Yeah.
We are the national team.
Football is so unifying. I love it. The stuff you hear in British football crowds makes you glad to be alive. I remember I went to watch Bath City play, and there was quite a heavy-set goalkeeper, and he was getting the ball out of the net, and there was a 12-year-old kid, and the keeper looked at the 12-year-old boy and went, "Did you enjoy your Christmas?" And the kid went, "Looks like you did, you fat." I miss football is what I'm saying. I miss the togetherness.
To complete my Kiwi adventure, Amari Elder shows me how to cook with volcanic steam.
Right? Oh, she's hot, isn't she?
And I discover just how much I've rubbed off on the locals.
Well, I'm Russell Howard, isn't it?
God, it's so weird being back in New Zealand, isn't it? It's just so buzzy.
It's a gentle country, you're doing very well. I was in a cafe the other day, and there were some Kiwi teenagers, and one of them was falling asleep. I thought, here we go. Someone's about to write pedo on his head. They let him sleep. It was beautiful and sad all at the same time.
I'm exploring the wonderful country of New Zealand and writing a brand new stand-up show about my experiences. One of the most awe-inspiring places you'll find here is the volcanic landscape of Rotorua. Not because it's packed with erupting geysers, boiling hot springs and bubbling mud pools, but because magnificently and for no reason whatsoever, the locals call it Rota Vegas.
I mean, how can you not fall in love with a place that calls itself Rota Vegas, despite the fact it has no casino? That is some audacity, isn't it?
Welcome to Rota Vegas. Come in, come in.
Just all these baffled Americans.
Where's the casino?
There isn't one. The whole place stinks of shit.
So,
welcome to Rotorua.
Nice.
What do you think?
It looks absolutely magnificent, but it smells like Shrek's ball bag. Do the locals call it Rotorua?
I've never heard that.
They must do.
I've never heard that.
That must be a joke.
I don't
If
think
you were
so.
8, you know, and you were like, oh, where are you from? Rotorua. Oh, Rotorua, more like. That wasn't a bad Kiwi impression, that was all
actually
right.
the best one you've done.
Oh, Rotorua,
Yeah.
more like. You stink, mate.
Amongst the hot springs lies the village of Whakareira, a home to Maori people for centuries. 21 families live here, using the hot pools and steam vents in their back gardens for heating, bathing and cooking. Village elder Auntie Chris is going to show me a traditional way to cook with volcanic steam. Let's see them do this on Saturday Kitchen.
Okay, that's the steam box.
So this is the
That's
steam
what we
box.
call a hangi.
And so-
You cook your steam pudding in there.
Yeah?
You can cook fish in there.
What's the pudding? What would the pudding be?
Something like a plum pudding.
Oh, very nice.
You can steam it in there.
Could you swim in any of these pools?
Jeez, no. That is over 100 degrees Celsius.
Wow. It's pretty pungent, isn't it?
Really?
Are you used to the smell?
Become immune to it.
Yeah, right.
I didn't know about the smell. I thought everyone's happy here, they're all smiling. Turns out they were breathing through their teeth.
And you're known as like a village elder.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah, but what does that entail? Do you have to kind of keep traditions alive and keep stories alive?
You do it automatically.
Yeah.
You pass them on to the kids, you know.
Yeah.
Like the stories of the village, what it was like growing up in the village.
It feels like in the sort of wider world, there's less importance on the role of old people, but it feels within Maori culture there's a real respect.
People are looking at the material side of things.
Yeah.
They're not looking at the inner being side. Those are your grandparents.
Yeah.
Once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah.
That's your living book, is your grandparents.
Oh, I love that. No, I can feel rustling of food, so it feels like we're about to prepare some hangi.
Steam box.
Here we go, to the steam box. So what have we got here?
I've got chicken,
Yes.
pork,
Oh,
kamu, kumara, and potatoes.
kumara is sort of sweet
That's
potato.
potato.
And what? That's potato.
Kamu is like the squash.
So that's what you're going to have for dinner.
Great. Right, cool. She's hot, isn't she? There we
There
go.
we go.
Close it back up. These are the vegetables you're going to cook in the hot pool.
See how we've got a long rope on it?
Yeah.
That's so you don't fall over.
Yeah, right.
Otherwise I won't be able to use the pool ever again.
No,
And
that-
you've got carrots and cabbage in there, just swing it in.
Yeah.
That's the one. It's bottomless, so you go there, you fall in, then you shake hands with old Nick. Because
Yeah,
I
right.
don't know how deep it is.
Yeah, right.
But it's always clear. It's only for cooking.
It's a beautiful colour, isn't it?
It's just minerals in it.
Yeah. Do you want me to hold that?
You be the waiter.
I'll be the waiter,
You be
absolutely.
the waiter.
It may look like I'm standing by idly as an OAP wrestles with a ridiculously hot steam box, but she's an expert and someone had to hold the tray.
Oh, that's all right, that is, isn't it?
See how bright the carrots are?
So how
it's
does...
much more colourful.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, pretty amazing.
No sulphur. Taste the vegetable for what it is.
Taste the veggies. Absolutely delicious. Right.
You got a bit of shit under it.
Yeah, I'm fully aware I've got a piece of shit. They never say that on cookery programmes, do they? Do you know what I mean? When you see somebody eating, excuse me, Greg, you know, there's shit on your face.
It was such a fun day. Delicious food, incredible company. I'm off to wash my face.
You have an amazing attitude to danger. It's really cool. You love bungees, skydiving, the luge. I wasn't familiar with the luge. I'd never luged before. I really enjoyed it.
The Luge is another triumph of Kiwi ingenuity. These gravity-powered carts are made here in Rotorua, and it was suggested there was no better way to end my Kiwi adventure than hurtling downhill at breakneck speeds an inch off the ground.
So this is Rotorua Luge. Basically, this is kind of a must-see thing when you come to Rotorua, and we just kind of want to do it.
But the thing is, we've got to make this interesting, because you look good at luging.
I'm very good.
Cam's good at luging. Evan's already been getting in my head. You ever luge before? He's doing a lot of this.
Fine, mate.
Yeah. You ever done it before? No, have you? Oh, been around.
What about whoever comes first gets your hotel room tonight?
That's a great idea.
Whoever wins this race gets my room in the hotel. I had a bigger room. That's what tends to happen. I don't like it, but it's the way of the world. I wasn't going to be in there. It's been a bad couple of years for comedians. So...
Do you reckon I'm a red? I'm a Liverpool fan, so I wouldn't mind wearing a red.
Do you want to do the red? Try the red. Used for children, those ones, but hey, give it a crack.
Well, yeah, that is too small, yeah.
Yeah.
That looks good on you, actually. Do you like your chances of winning the whole thing?
The Luge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really clear eyes there. You're like, yeah. I love...
You got to back yourself, Russell.
Mate, I just...
If you don't back yourself, what are you doing here?
Well, this is the problem. I'm hopeless at any kind of driving. I can't do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's really good fun, eh? Right at the end, Jess just came past. And what was lovely about it, there was a lovely little look as I went past. I thought I won. And this is the face that I got. Right, that, it was brilliant.
Love it.
Yeah.
Winner.
Chicken dinner. So you've got my hotel room.
For real?
Yeah, totally.
But, as well, you've got to win the race and/or do a really good impression of me. So... it turns out they've been saving those up.
Well, I'm Russell Howard, isn't it?
I'm Russell Howard. God, it's so weird being back in New Zealand, isn't it? It's just so buzzy.
All right, fucking hell. All right, I'm Russell Howard. I don't know what bird bath is. Whoa.
Russell, can I have a photo, please? Yeah, sure.
Do you know what I mean? Matt, I think we've got it.
Yeah, all good. See you later. Bye.
My name's Russell Howard. And I was like, all right, we get it, all right?
And Jess won.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Like, all right, I'll take it.
So she stayed in the room. She had a lovely time. She drank the contents of my minibar. In the shower, 2 cider bottles, some sellotape.
New Zealand has been an absolute blast. I've loved every minute spent with these kind, crazy, eccentric, special people.
Ladies and gentlemen of New Zealand, thank you so much for having me in your country. It's been an absolute joy. Mati wa, my friends. Mati wa!
We had our COVID tests. They're negative. We are off to Australia.
My adventure continues, and mate, I cannot wait